Wheelie taking. Taking the absolute top spot with over 10 million downloads and a staggering 4.9-star rating is Elite Auto Brazil. This game is the undisputed king of mobile vehicle sims right now if you just want to tune cars and pop wheelies. You get a massive, stylized, open map set in Brazil where you can fully customize popular regional bikes and cars. The physics are incredibly fun and giving it an almost sandbox level of freedom. The biggest downside is that the map can feel a little empty since it currently lacks pedestrians or a wanted system to spice up the offline mode. Still, the sheer customization and smooth offline performance make it an absolute must-download for gearheads. This is essentially console-level racing packed into a mobile app, featuring over 230 highly detailed vehicles with fully modeled interiors. The fact that you can free roam, drift, and drag race completely offline with dynamic weather and day-night cycles is phenomenal. You can even choose between manual and automatic transmissions with real clutch support. However, the AI opponents can be frustratingly aggressive, often blocking you perfectly right when you're trying to hit the apex. Despite a punishing penalty system, its graphical fidelity makes it a top-tier racing simulator. Number 3. Ball X Pit. Coming in at number 3 is Devolver Digital's Ball X Pit, an incredibly addictive 4.6-star roguelite that flawlessly blends brick breaking with base building. You are diving into a bottomless pit, ricocheting an arsenal of magic-infused balls to destroy enemies and harvest resources. As you gather loot, you get to rebuild new ball pylon above ground, unlocking automated tasks and recruiting new heroes to help you dive deeper. The progression loop is deeply satisfying, and the pixel art aesthetic is charmingly chaotic. On the downside, the touch controls for aiming can feel a bit sluggish during the high-speed chaos of later levels. Even with minor control gripes, it's a brilliant premium-feeling offline experience. At number 4 is the zombie shooter heavyweight Left to Survive, which has easily cleared 10 million downloads with an impressive 4.5-star average. This tactical TPS drops you right into the apocalypse, challenging you to build a base, rescue survivors, and blast hordes of the undead. The weapon variety is fantastic, and the campaign mode offers a genuinely engaging storyline that you can grind through offline. The graphics and character models hold up incredibly well for a mobile shooter. However, the game heavily pushes its premium survival pass and microtransactions, which can slow down your base building progress if you play entirely for free. If you can ignore the grind, the core shooting mechanics are incredibly solid. A highly polished tactical first-person shooter that brings classic competitive gunplay to mobile. While known for its multiplayer, the offline bot matches are where this game shines when you have no Wi-Fi. The gunplay is crisp, the weapon physics are realistic, and the time to kill demands actual tactical precision rather than just spray and pray. You get a massive arsenal of beautifully designed weapons and skins to unlock as you play. The main drawback is that older devices might experience crashes, and you cannot upgrade individual gun attachments like magazines. If you want a pure, skill-based shooter without needing an internet connection, this is a phenomenal choice. Ski Safari 10th Anniversary, rocking a 4.2-star rating. This is the ultimate casual, endless runner where you are frantically escaping a relentless avalanche by riding penguins, yetis, and even snowmobiles. The gameplay is buttery smooth, the stunts are easy to execute, and chaining combos together is just as addictive today as it was 10 years ago. It's the perfect game to kill 5 minutes or 5 hours. The con? This Anniversary Edition feels much more pushier with its monetization and ads compared to the original, which can be annoying when you just want to ski. Regardless, the core offline loop remains timeless. Seven is Splat 2, a hidden gem boasting a 4.5-star rating that takes the classic slingshot mechanic and turns it into a modern roguelike. You are basically splattering your way through wild worlds, upgrading your skills, and trying to find the ultimate broken combo to survive. The chaotic physics are immensely satisfying, and the variety of heroes keeps each run feeling unique and fresh. Because it's from a tiny indie team, it lacks some polish. Specifically, there are missing sound effects when you use certain abilities or destroy enemies. If they update the audio, this incredibly fun offline game could easily climb higher on the list. Ace Shooter, an absolutely massive strategy game with tens of millions of downloads. The game offers an authentic military campaign where you command highly customizable units, from sniper squads to heavy tanks across diverse terrains. The sniper action sequences are thrilling, and the base building gives you a huge degree of freedom. Visually, the cinematic HD graphics are top tier for mobile. The glaring issue is the heavy pay-to-win mechanics. Advancing in the later stages without spending money requires a grueling amount of time and energy management. If you strictly stick to the offline campaign elements, it's a visually stunning military sandbox. A modern aerial combat simulator with solid reviews. You get to pilot highly detailed modern jets like the F-22 Raptor and F-14 Tomcat across beautifully rendered urban and desert landscapes. The Commander mode adds a great layer of strategy, letting you manage your airbase and upgrade your fleet between dogfights. The controls are intuitive, making it highly accessible for casual players. However, the game relies heavily on AI-generated voice acting for the pilots, which ruins the immersion, and squad mates often ignore your tactical commands. Still, for a pure offline flight simulator, the dogfights are exhilarating.
Ready to engage. Lock confirmed. Rocket away. Hostile fighter destroyed. Mission lead to command. Strike objectives complete.
Rounding out the top 10 is Warfare Legacy Collection, a nostalgic port of the classic Flash browser games Warfare 1917 and 1944. This is pure side-scrolling tug-of-war strategy where you deploy troops, control trenches, and call in artillery to break enemy morale. It even features a brand new Battle of the Bulge campaign exclusive to this collection. The gameplay is just as deep and engaging as you remember from the early internet days. Unfortunately, the mobile port has not scaled the PC user interface properly, making the buttons and text painfully small on a phone screen. If you have a tablet, it's a brilliant offline strategy trip down memory lane. Number 11, Apocalypse Survival New Order. Dropping down to number 11, we have Apocalypse Survival New Order, currently sitting at 3.2 stars. This game offers a tense, tactical survival experience with a daily guerrilla mode and intense zombie shootouts. The character models are great, and the impact of the guns, especially landing headshots, feels surprisingly weighty and satisfying. The atmosphere gives off heavy Left 4 Dead vibes. The problem lies in the clunky controls. The aim assist struggles heavily during melee combat, making it hard to lock on to targets. Plus, you have to buy the premium version just to unlock the offline training mode completely. It has high potential, but needs major optimization. Number 12, MOCHI-O. At number 12 is a brand new quirky Japanese action game about defending your homeland using a kawaii hamster as a weapon. You literally aim the hamster to shoot down enemies, collect seeds to upgrade your stats, and build trust with your fluffy weapon. It's an incredibly unique, weirdly charming premise with relaxing, simple gameplay. The main issue is that it's extremely new and lacks the depth of bigger titles, so the gameplay loop can get repetitive rather quickly. It's an adorable distraction for a long car ride, but don't expect a hardcore offline gaming experience. Number 13, Logic Jam. Coming in at number 13 is an educational puzzle game designed around digital logic gates. You drag and drop AND, OR, and XOR gates to manipulate binary signals and solve over 100 increasingly difficult circuits. It's incredibly sleek, features a clean 2D UI, and is genuinely fantastic for students or anyone wanting to train their brain. However, with barely over 100 downloads, it is completely niche and lacks the high-octane entertainment value of the other games on this list. It is an excellent brain trainer, but it feels more like homework than a traditional gaming escape. Number 14, Exhausted Man. At number 14 is a physics comedy game where you play as an exhausted person who can only crawl around their room to complete tasks. It's a hilarious concept with a great art style meant to mimic the struggles of adult life. Unfortunately, the execution on mobile is heavily flawed. Reviews consistently highlight severe bugs, including the game completely freezing up right after selecting a room in the free trial. Furthermore, the game aggressively gates its actual content behind a paywall almost immediately. It's a funny idea, but the technical glitches push it straight to the bottom tier.